Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Today's Diary podcast. As usual, I'm one of your hosts for today, and in the studio, you've got Zena
Hello.
and Kirian.
Peace.
Yep, we are back again once more with amazing things we have in our back pocket for you guys, as we always do promise. And there is a lot that has happened throughout the week, and there's so much we have to discuss with you guys. But first, we're going to let you guys in on the hot topic, and we're going to spill the tea. There's a lot. One of which, is the Diddy situation. So a lot has happened on the internet. People are reading, people have different opinions about it. And we thought it wise that we should engage with you guys and get your own perspective on what you guys think about everything that has happened so far. What do you think, Zina? What is your what? Let me get your intake. I'm sure you've been doing some research about this, so or you've been reading into it. You've seen a lot of content online or people discussing it. Do you have anything you've been thinking so far?
Well, I will not say I've done a lot of research because it's just on there. Everyone is talking about it. So you don't even need to do any research to know one or two things. But the last update I had was he was denied bail.
Okay.
So, which to me, I think it's fair given the charges or the things that he's allegedly.
What do you mean by is alleged? He's not a criminal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing, it's different if you're arrested for maybe stealing or vandalism, whatever, But the kind of charges that you still say is alleged, yes, but it's high risk, isn't it?
Not
When you commit crimes and when you get to involve children, it's something else.
What do you mean involve children? He did not kidnap a child. What
What
do you
did
mean?
he do?
What do you mean? What did he do?
Yeah, he did not kidnap it. Like, do you mean he did not kidnap a child personally? Or there are many ways now you can go the hard way, or there are many ways you lure people into these things, or you pay people pay to say in these days. It's not arrest. You don't hold anyone forcefully, but you get people into positions where they feel like they have no options. Not only feel like they basically have no option.
I see you're coming in with a lot of fire on that. Well, Kirian, I'm sure you've seen a thing or two. What is your own perspective?
Well, it's a mixed feeling about the whole situation because, you know, from history, we can say from, I'll say Black Wall Street, when the black people came to America through slavery as we know it, they got to a point where they had hold of something for themselves, which is the Black Wall Street. But today it's a whole different thing. It was burned down by you know who. So I think it's a conspiracy behind the black people. That's my take on it. I know he has done a lot of bad things, but I would say it's just the tradition of Hollywood. Because before it got to him, we've had people who have done worse. We've got this guy who was involved with Epstein. We've got the other white guy who died. I forgot his name. The guy who had Barbie had lots of girls in his mansion. The old guy.
Weinstein.
Not Weinstein is the one who died.
You, you get Epstein and Weinstein. I know their names are they're really
Oh,
familiar.
I thought it was the same
Yeah.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. You have Epstein, you have Weinstein. Epstein, I think Epstein died.
Because I think
Have you Weinstein?
it's just the tradition of Hollywood. That's how they
That
conduct themselves.
someone at some point someone would take the fall.
Because I think they hammer down on black people more. Because someone like Epstein, he was locked up, he was in jail, he was sentenced. While he was in jail, he was still allowed to go out and work. So he would spend the whole night in jail and leave jail at 6 in the morning, go and attend to his duties, then come back to jail when he wants.
So you can imagine. So then imagine Diddy asking for.
So then R. Kelly was when R. Kelly's own thing he came up, all the accusation that was put forth against R. Kelly, he had only one charge stood. It was this young girl that he thought was 18, but the girl turned out to be 16, and
Yeah, yeah, I heard
he was
about that.
texting the girl, not knowing that he's sending text to the girl's parents. The girl's parents were responding. So out of all the charges, only one stick, and they had to put him in jail really fast. And now I think because P-Diddy has got to a billionaire status, and he's got to a point where he talks too much, and he thinks that he can go against the force. So I just think it's just something to bring
Scapegoat.
him down. That's my take on it. I know he's done a lot of evil things, of course, but well, we'll
Well,
see.
my opinion was not. I did not say what I said based on all the politics that you've described or how Hollywood works or whatever. I don't know all this history. My Me saying it's fair that he was denied bail is strictly based on what I have heard he has been doing. You get. So I'm not comparing him to what others have done, which from what you're saying is even worse. But at some point, someone would take the fall, right? And unfortunately, he is a scapegoat.
Because
And I would say, this is not the first time we as blacks, we are already operating at a disadvantage, right? That nothing will change that. It doesn't matter how we talk about inclusiveness, equality, and whatever. As long as we are here, we are all born here, migrating here. We are already operating at a disadvantage. If you do something right and a white person does it, there is no doubt about it that you will be arrested as a black man or a black, like,
Your
the
treatment will be
charges are
different.
different. Yes, it will be different. So I mean, there is, I think a couple of weeks ago, or I only knew about it not long. I think it's one. I think one of a British prime minister. Is it Hugh, or I don't know his full name. That was he was also caught, like they caught him or images on his phone of
Yes,
young
yes,
children
yes,
and
yes.
everything,
I saw that one
you
online.
know. And after lots of investigation and interrogation, or I don't know, interviews and everything, he had to come out to say he is, because he suffered from um rejection, or he grew up with his father doing all whatnot, and he's also suffering from the trauma of being rejected from going into Oxford. And I'm like, okay,
What has Oxford got to do with the
the
child
number
pornography?
of, if you think about the rejection, the amount of rejection we have faced from coming from Cameroon, like it's growing up, you know that rejection is part of life.
Yeah.
You like, that is the standard. Coming here, it has even just gotten it worse. There are things that we just know as a black person, don't even attempt. If you want to fight and say, okay, you know what, let me make a difference, I will fight and fight until, who knows, something will happen. You already know that rejection is part of the journey. So for someone to do something like that, and his excuse is um he's suffering from rejection
And let me
of not
can I
being
ask you something?
accepted into Oxford. That's
Is
crazy.
it is he is Have they locked him up, or have they locked him up in a situation where he
No,
needs bail?
no. If
Okay.
anything,
So why are you feeling that Diddy needs to be denied bail?
what I'm saying is, I'm not using. I'm just giving this example to compare the treatment as we as blacks receive, which is not anywhere close to what will be what a white person, how a white person will be treated. We already have this information at the back of our mind. So as a black person, whatever you're doing, you should know that if you're caught, if it's wrong and you're caught, you are 10 times more likely to be punished very, very severely. Like,
Yep.
so when
The
you know that,
the thing is this.
you think twice before you do
Thing is
anything.
this. We have to understand who Diddy is. He's a big personality. He's a big individual, not just in the music industry. He has various businesses all across the globe. When you drink Ciroc, the person that made me to think about Ciroc drinking it is Diddy. The person that gave me one of the best hits while growing up is Diddy. He's lifted so many careers, involved in so many business, music deals. I cannot even name, from having movie studios and all the rest. But you can have someone that brilliant, that amazing, but somehow something tweaks wrongly in their system. Now, has this person done some things that are good? Yes. But while doing those things that are good, there are things he did that were not good. If we want to throw it back a little bit, we'll go back to the time when to Tupac's old. I would say, in my own opinion, allegedly, he might have a hand in it based on what is going on online for now. But even if he did not have a hand in it, I will still think that he helped fuel the idea of the more. But that is a whole different space. There's video out there for him hitting Casey. There are other women he had a relationship with. He had a relationship with JLo. He had different relationship with different women, and all these things, even Kim Porter. So, and there are alleged informations on him hitting these women throughout the relationship.
Yeah, there
So
are
let's just put it. That one is established that he beats women.
exactly.
That is the first part in it.
But him hitting Casey, do you know the backstory of him doing that?
No,
Of course, you don't. You
I
don't
was still
have. The
coming.
thing
I was
is,
still coming to that part.
all right.
Yeah. The thing is that I'm not I'm not 100% saying that he has done so many bad things, but he has done some good things as well. I don't just want to throw light on just on the
At a
bad things that are
price.
existing. Sorry?
He has done so many good things at a very high cost as well, because most of the people we grew up knowing, oh, PDD has helped this one, PDD, this one was signed under PDD did this and that for this person. Like all the things we are hailing him for. I'm not saying he has not done good. He has done good, but things like the investigation has just begun, and lots of people are coming up now to say this or that, and or while I was under PDD, this happened. He did this to me. Like just
The thing is that when
when Arukeli
you're sent onto your
situation,
court.
yeah, when Arukeli situation came up, came out as well. Everyone was, I mean, we grew up knowing Arukeli to be like the proper when it comes to music. Like
Yes.
there was no comparison, you know. But
He's the
when
king of R&B.
yeah, when things start coming up, people bring out all this information. It's just so difficult to turn a blind eye.
The thing is, putting hands on anyone, whether male or female, speak somehow of yourself. But Casey is, for what I know about Casey, she's the type of person. I would say, there are some women that enjoys
Treatment.
certain treatment like and things like that. Because Casey is the type of woman that will also put hands on Diddy. Because I
Okay.
watched one of his a documentary for one of his bodyguard. His bodyguard said Casey would hit Diddy
Did it back.
just the same way Diddy would do same to her. But the problem was Casey had a trainer because Diddy supposedly wanted her to stay in shape, in that particular shape forever while they were dating. So Diddy paid some money, I think, for a period of 5 years for a trainer.
Wow.
So
That's a whole investment.
she ended up sleeping with this trainer, and it got to a point they share 2 kids together. So
Thinking about it.
everyone would not handle such scandal the same. So in that hotel, from what I got from what happened, Diddy want her maybe 2 or 3 times. He realized there's something going on. Even with Kid Cudi, she had something with Kid Cudi, and they'll meet up in the studio. So Diddy had to go attack Kid Cudi and even burn his car.
Yeah, I think I read something like that he told him that he's going man.
Yeah, so Casey too, on the other hand, she's also that type of person, right? And I think Diddy is a very smart person because unlike Epstein, he will have the of in his island,
Mm-hmm.
and all the evidence that he had, they killed him really quick. But Diddy had cameras installed in his mansions while he's having this. He's got his cassettes, so the have been going on for years. It's even on cassette tapes, so you
Why
understand it
though?
well.
Why
Why?
was he
Because
selling?
because
Information is power.
because now at this point, if he has to go down,
We all go down.
You see,
everyone
you
goes
know
down with
what?
him.
Cat Williams said it. He said this 2024 is a year of reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
We've not even seen anything. The thing that like what is coming, we are not even ready for it. That's just the truth. This is just the beginning.
Nothing will come. That's the
And
simple truth about it.
well,
Nothing.
if it doesn't come out, it will just be because now they are picking like the top in Hollywood. The fear of crumbling the entire system. So in their attempt to protect it, they might try to keep it. Not that there is not enough evidence to bring the whole of Hollywood down, because the number of people that are being listed to be involved or allegedly involved, it's like all the top in the past few months. Can you like just think of the number of CEOs that have stepped down?
Yeah.
And I believe those are all people who are involved in this P-Diddy thing. And because you've just said it, that he has tapes and evidence and everything that he's been storing. If they decide to go very hard on him, chances are he can bring out those things. The evidence is there.
He has to bring
Exactly.
out.
So if he brings all those information out, it's going to be hell. It's going to rain.
There are reasons why I believe these things will not come out. One of them is that the people involved in it, firstly, let's start from the music business itself. There are so many people that this business employs and put money in their pocket. So many families.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing down the top individuals involved in this business will cripple the whole industry and make it worthless.
It will not stop
Mind
music.
you, no, it might. Mind you, there's someone that did used AI to make to sponsor, like, I think, live band music and other music recordings, and then he used another AI to stream the music on Spotify and other platforms, and within the space of a month he net 10 million.
Smart.
So they don't really need, so that's just a perspective to look at it. They don't really need humans to sing anymore, to an extent. So if you have someone that is putting out that kind of ideas out there, which means that other people can do even better than what he did. People that are intelligent enough to use that. Mm-hmm. That's not to say that human music is not of value. But what I'm trying to say is that the web is so deep, so big, that than for the whole industry to come out, they will rather make a deal
With who?
with Diddy to see that he covers the rest, and then they can see what they can save or kill him. Those are the two choices on the floor. It's either they kill him,
Yeah.
or they put
And both is a possibility.
The thing is, when it comes to Epstein, I always go to him because he's the direct opposite of Diddy.
Okay.
He had a list before he died. He had a list. He had a plan to bring down lots of people, starting from Bill Gates, who was also allegedly part of his and when he died, and there was an interview, the interviewer asked Bill Gates, were you involved in the did you take part in the Epstein situation? He said quick, he said he's died. Oh, there's nothing I can say about it. Also, there are videos out there of Donald Trump with Epstein, with young girls playing around and stuff, until Donald Trump is whispering in Epstein's ear that one day's hot.
Our it's also part of it, isn't it?
So people of that sort. So
once you have power, to be honest, you can get away with anything. That's what they are telling. That's the impression, or that's what they are showing us.
There are some
really.
things that let me draw you guys' attention to. This whole system or this whole situation did not start until Diddy started asking for certain things within the different corporations he's involved in. All of us were drinking syrup, dancing left and right until knowing that this is Diddy doing syrup and doing other. There's this other cognac. How do you call it again? Just is it Deuces or
To
Douce?
say
We all knew Diddy own this one, own that one, own this one, but only to realize that they there's another owner of the company and they are saying he did not even put up to $10,000 into the business, and he is just like an influencer. So is it that they gave him percentages, or it was just something they were the way they narrated it later? It's like he was just an influencer that came to the floor and found that he could push the business forward. Then he launched his own whole brand with the company, but realized that they were not pushing his drinks forward and they were putting his on the background. When he retaliated, then all of this things started coming out like a domino effect out on him, and he had to withdraw the court case. There is no conversation on what settlement he arrived with the company on, or how it or anything publicized in that manner. But somehow, right in there, that case has been kept off the radar.
They've
The
settled
focus,
now.
the focus now is just what he's done, and one after another, one woman pops up from different locations to say he's done this, he's done that, this has happened. This is not. I'm not saying this to minimize the effect of maybe molestation, uh, hitting women, and all the sort of evil things, but it's just the way it happens with certain people in power. Who will be next?
Anyone that is a criminal, the next criminal will be
the
next.
thing is the music
There's no way you
industry.
become a billionaire without being a.
Yeah, and then they'll all go down
The
now,
music,
except they'll also bury the evidence
yeah,
and you know.
the entertainment.
Once you do anything wrong, be ready for the consequences. It's just that we live in a society where it's like the rich has a certain, they can only suffer to a certain level, or they can only bear like the bare minimum consequences of their action. Because if this were to be
It
a
is.
layman,
It is
it
not
would have
like.
been life imprisonment we are
It is
talking
not.
about.
It seems like no. It is that we live in a world where when you have money, there's certain things that are suggestions rather than consequences.
Yeah.
For example, if I drive my car and I park it in front of a Mayfair or somewhere on 20, in front of 20 stories in Manchester, and I know that in front right there they will give me £20, £30 ticket, and I can pay it. Why do I need to walk off and go to a car park that is far off? Maybe I will get soaked by the rain. I'll just park it in front there, then they come and give me the ticket and I pay. At the car park, I'll pay maybe £10, £15. So rather than get wet, I rather spend an extra £10 or £30 or £15 just to make up for it, and I pay it.
Fair
So
enough.
that's a suggestion. To a poor person, it's a fine. To a rich person, it's just a price to park his car in front of that place and jump in for his convenience.
Mhm.
So some things are suggestions. No matter how you see it, is don't relate. Some people relate. I don't want to put it like to you like personally, but most people relate to this type of things that rich people do from a poverty perspective.
When it comes to committing crime, what you're narrating is like
Parking my car there is a crime.
no,
It's a wrongdoing.
yeah, that's why I said
But
there are,
fine is just it's a suggestion.
yeah, there are crimes that
you.
there are crimes that you commit, right, and they'll give you a fine, like you said, and there are crimes that you will commit and it will just not be a fine.
Yes,
So
true.
it just goes to say there are, I'll say, different categories of crime that you commit, and in this case, unfortunately, all the things that he has been alleged,
There are so
you
many
know,
things that Diddy has been alleged to do to
mhm,
have done. The shooting in a nightclub that he hit so many red lights with Jello,
yeah,
trying to escape from shooting. There have been multiple fights in different instances. One even took one of his artists to jail. Shine took him to jail. The man has been released now. He's building his political career. All those things they're saying he murdered Tupac. He set up Biggie. He has a hand in Biggie's death in order to push his company forward. All those things, those
so
are
yeah,
allegations. Which whosoever is putting the fuel, right, lighting the fuel to bring it forward, has to bring evidence for it. Or
yeah,
as what I'm seeing from my own perspective is that just it's like they've put you somewhere and put the light on him, and everything possible is being thrown at him. Everything. such that one has got to stick on him.
I was gonna say, and definitely
One,
some will stick.
one has got to stick. So they have thrown Tupac's dead. They've thrown Biggie's dead. They're throwing multiple rapes and speaking. Mind you, inside the law, if you tell someone that, oh, I'm willing to pay you to have with you, and I will send my jet to pick you up from let's say Texas to New York, for example, that's you're already entering the zone of speaking.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't have to physically go and carry this individual and put it in your car forcefully. No, they consented and went into it. And down the line, if they so far as said that when they came to you, they changed their mind, if they collected the money
Mhm.
and they later on
course.
just walk and fall on the floor and start crying in the lobby that you've raped upstairs, despite all that conversation and everything, you're and you her.
Yep.
So those are the dangers involved. What I'm trying to say is how easy, how simple it is to fall into that area. Not to talk of when you're a rich person and you have money. Someone that came for poverty, who's faced poverty to the extent that they think that the only way they can make the money to survive is through their body.
But in this case, most of the allegations are now coming from fellow celebrities. I was just reading something about just what happened to Justin Bieber.
Nothing happened to him.
What?
All
But you
those
don't
things
know.
are
There's no
You don't know.
evidence.
Those things
There's
are
just
there's no evidence.
conversations.
He's not guilty. He
There's-
pleads not
there's-
guilty.
there's
The only
no
reason why
evidence.
he's going through what he's going through right now, because he was considered flight risk, and it was said by the judge that his plane should not be in the same state that he is. So, but he rents out his jet to make money. So, but now the jet flew to New York, close to where he lives. So that's why he was arrested. And we have what's going on now because they think he might run away like the other guy who ran away. I forgot his name. The other black guy. I forgot that guy's name. But anyway, so they thought he would be a flight risk. So that's why they arrested him. And I don't see him going to jail because I don't think anybody will stand against or anybody will stand to prove to bring
The
out
thing
any
is that
evidence
they keep
against him.
saying they were they are twinning the internet, and they are twinning the internet to face a certain narrative of things. Them going to see 100 bottles, they say, oh, there's 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That is not a crime. That is not a crime. It's just a way to stir people's emotions and cause internet uproar, so that people should be leaning and pulling people's emotions left and right. There are cases that they said he's raped this one. Someone released an audio saying that he's raped. He was that was McMill when Diddy was him. They put the face. A guy came forward, say he was recording everything, understanding that, oh, he'll come and play the video later, the audio later to
That was
Diddy.
an audio that
So
was released by
Diddy-
Nicki Minaj.
yeah. Sorry,
Nicki
that was.
Minaj, that audio was released by Nicki Minaj.
Oh, really?
When Nicki Minaj had a problem with McMill.
Okay.
So she claimed that was but she did not disclose the other participant. But the internet are accusing P-Diddy.
Okay.
But that wasn't the case at first.
Then they'll trade the issue that, oh, they look at the way Bieber left his mansion, the things he's said in his song, look, all these things again once more are pure allegations.
People are now
And
just
it has
adding
to be
one
proven in
and
court.
two together.
No, it still has to be proven in court.
Yeah, and I'm
My
sure
my,
a lot
my
of
problem is
evidence will
that
come
this might have been a good case. It might have been a powerful case that they have to put a lot forward. But the way the prosecutors have made it into a playground, it is easy for him to tweak to beat the cases.
up. How do you mean they've turned it into a playground?
There was no need to if my sister, God forbid, let me move it somewhere else. If someone I know has and is facing a terrible situation where I'm really serious and in pain facing this, I don't need you to come describing if that person has a pink and yellow robe stockings where they were wearing from day to day. No, I need you to face the hard facts. Stop trying to bring jokes into the thing. If you want to face the case, face the case. Don't come and tell me that you found you're finding in his house and all that. What does that got to do with what is going on?
Well,
That's that's his sex life.
it's not just because they say he has been doing so. You don't know for how many women.
They said again. I hear says just hearsay.
But that's why he's still under investigation now.
The thing is, if you organize a party in your house, right? You put things, you put things in your house that will
Facilitate the party.
Entertain the party.
Make the party go
Entertain
easy.
everyone in
And
the
it will
party.
be
And if you entertain
1,000 bottles of water.
an industry full of
How many people do you think he invites?
free, you have to keep those and baby oil
Exactly.
to entertain them. That's why most people will say they'll leave the party at a certain time at 4.
And that's why he's being charged for because the women that he brings to the party to entertain his guest.
Yes. That's why I
So is
explained.
that not a crime?
I explained before that
So
it's
if,
not like
if I pay a prostitute, for example, to come and entertain my guests, am I sex picking?
if the then yeah,
Am I not promoting someone's business?
across state line. No, it comes into place across state line, like when you're crossing borders from one border to another.
Okay,
it
so
can be
if you
considered
get
that
them
way.
from Scotland,
It's not even from Scotland. It's the United States of America, where there are different states and they have governors governing the different states, and some of them have different laws. Though they're within the one country, but the states might have different laws. So transporting within the United States from one state to another, that's where it starts coming in. So you have to understand the laws in order to how you're moving.
the thing is,
So is sending for providing a means of transportation that's linked to your name.
Once you're moving
Is
an
it
individual,
sex, or can I just call someone from another state and I
they use
say,
public transport.
and you use your public transport and get to my
So long-
destination? Is it considered
so long
sex
as
trafficking
It
still?
so long
is
as
when
you're
they
moving that
say when they
individual for
talk
sexual
about
purposes.
when they talk about from Africa to Kuwait and Europe, you don't send a private jet now. You actually process their visa that they are coming
Or at this
to work
this-
and
I just
whatever, and
believe
when they
these
come to
women-
start
these
use
women
them
were-
for.
I believe these women were caught in the act and they're just throwing out there. I don't believe that that's the case because nobody was forced to come to Diddy's house. He invited the entertainment well, and they all volunteered and
The
came
same
there.
thing happened to Ari Kelly now. There
Once
was
you're
no evidence that he forced anyone. Was there? Well-
nowadays you just need to insinuate. There are women that they're spoiling the experience or the cases of those that are dealing with huge hurt. I don't remember everyone I have met or that I know since 1998. Especially being the person that I am, I can imagine being someone that maybe might have bedded more than 1,000 women. No, like knows them. Ones that he's done in the club, ones that are one night stand, ones that are the ones that they came, the ones that are just ones that walked up to him and told him that I want to. More than even 10,000. I'm sure that guy has hit more than 10,000. But then you have to come, then you want to sit 20 years later, 25 years later. Someone starts narrating a story that it was a cold winter night. You were in Connecticut. You were somewhere in one place and you were lonely. You saw him and you saw her and approached her and you forced her to and it was against her will, and that has brought her so much problem in her life. She hasn't been able to marry. She can't heal. She can't move forward in life. Every day she cries. She just did not. You were so big and powerful. She just did not know how to come and tell her story. Bam! You have a rape case.
Yeah, for you that
Fresh
has
rape case.
10,000 or 1,000 body count, you will not remember. But for the person that experienced the hurt, yeah, they will remember. It doesn't matter if it's 50 years later.
My problem is not experiencing the hurt. My problem is why 50 years?
It takes time for people to deal with
I think the only thing
deal
that will
with things
stick
like
when it
that.
comes to this case is just the
50 years.
Yeah, that's
No,
when
better stay with
she's
it.
she's
Just
that's
if it
when
took you
she's
50
had the
years
courage
no, stay, no, keep that
to
courage.
speak out.
No, keep the courage.
I think the only
50.
thing that will stick is just the weapons that they found in his house without serial numbers.
Yes.
I think that's the only thing that will stick. But everything else, I think what America does, as Jay-Z always say in his rhymes, the higher you go, the whiter it becomes. So when you're up there, I think they start to assassinate your character when they want to pull you down, because there's a correlation.
They start killing your character, make your people hate you.
There's a correlation. It goes from, if you remember, from Bill Cosby.
Yep.
Bill Cosby said back in the days, during their time, when they have their parties and stuff, they'll put alcohol before they go into their
Yep.
But how many years later, they brought that and they haunted him, and he is where he is. They came to Michael Jackson.
Same thing with Michael Jackson.
Bill Cosby had right or had percentage in some company and things like that. They brought him down and he lost everything. They went to Michael Jackson.
When he bought Sony.
He had, I don't know if he bought Sony. I don't think he had the highest, I think that one of the highest percentage in Sony or something like that. They had to assassinate his character, and they said he raped children, and they paid people to come and lie. And after he died, those people came and said it did not happen. They went to Prince. When Prince asked for his masters, they did the same thing to him. And when these people died, they used their songs. They used their songs to put it in movies without their having proper permission or how do they call it? Their copyright. So they do things like that. Then now they have come now to P-Diddy. They want to do the same for him. Now the whole of because black people are first to kill our own. Who promote this and who make sure that media will person before he gets to his proper what the Oyibo people want to do with him. So I just feel like there's something behind all this. It's not just what we see. Because nowadays, even what you watch on TV is not even real. Yep. I was in PHS Kumba dodging to go and watch wrestling just for me to realize. Now I watch Undertaker's podcast. He's telling me all the moves he was making is fake. So all my life,
can you imagine?
All my life I've been watching wrestling and it's all fake. And I watched
That's why
this
kept
other guy.
Telling you don't
this
try
British
this
guy
at
that,
home, isn't it?
That just got knocked down a few days ago.
Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. There's how do they call these people from Dubai that wear this shake? One of them made like this and they knock him down. So it's all over the internet.
Wait. You mean to tell me that my 20 pound was because a shake made like this? Ha! God. So, and that one was supposed to give me 700. This guy. Oh my God.
So most of the things you see on the internet is not even real. So what we are seeing right now,
I believe this one. I believe.
You know when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock?
Yes.
There's a video of the same thing that happened in the 90s.
Well, they came back to say it was just a fiction that was created and made to look.
So it was the same thing. So we don't even know what is really happening. Is this real? Is it?
That's the world in which we live in.
Just let me divert. So he said they made like this to Joshua.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube.
I put my 20 pound that
once
Joshua
he made like this, they knock him down, boom.
I put my 20 pound. I've seen Joshua.
And guess what will happen next? There will be a rematch. There will be a rematch.
Then
when the rematch comes, Joshua will be more powerful than this guy.
Yes, I believe this one 100%.
What if he wins the guy just because now he has gone and practiced a lot more?
No, the Joshua that was going into that fight. Stomach. The Joshua that I've watched that guy's fight, right? Mm-hmm. Before I could put my bet on him, I watched his fight, watched everything, and there's no way.
So why did they not do that for Francis Ngannou?
What?
Why did they not do that for Francis Ngannou?
How far are we sure it's not the same thing?
So Francis Ngannou instead was the victim.
No,
they should have done that for
amount
Francis
of people
Ngannou
were sure that
I
was certain this fight will go the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Then who Joshua is and who Dubois is. Not even about who is going to win, but that it will go the distance.
Okay.
the where the money is made. Mind you, these people are not into putting hundreds of millions into a fight that they want to just do charity work and walk away free, walk away, make a loss. No, where the bettings are going through this, that they know that people are betting on the fact that the thing will go into the long distance. So they will want to say, okay, make it end on the third round, make it end on the sixth round. That people don't bet on this round. They follow the algorithms, look what people has done, then make their negotiations and hits on that target, then they make their money and walk away. We are the people that are left empty pocket. If you're lucky enough, you put on the same thing on the which they are bet on, then you make your money. So boxing is one of the oldest sport that the mafia has been involved in, right from when it was created. It was created for money initially.
Just follow the money. If you follow the money, you get to the conspirator, the person who's behind everything. Because who's going to win when Diddy lose everything?
Yes.
So
that's a good point.
So I think, to me, it's just a conspiracy behind all this. I don't believe in any of this.
Well, it's just begun, and we'll see where this leads. I'm sure there is a lot more to come.
Yes, definitely.
I don't think there's anything to come.
No,
we'll see.
We'll see.
I believe
but
there's
so far,
a lot
as
more.
we've started the conversation already, I'm sure our audience will be looking and we want their opinions in the comments to see exactly what the things they have been involved in and also what they've seen or what they think about it. Personally, I have a lot to say about this. And we'll be putting out more information, more content on this Diddy thing. We just can't cover it on one episode. We can't put everything in one show and then discuss it, or else it's going to be too long for all of us. But as the thing is unfolding, what you guys have just seen and what you guys have seen in the past, we'll just continue updating you guys. You guys should come back for more. We'll bring you guys fresh information, other things that are not being considered now. We'll put them into it. So please, guys, just stay tuned with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll also be putting out more content in that regard. Please, once more, don't forget to like,
share, subscribe, and leave a comment.
See you guys in the
Thank
next
you.
episode.
Amen.
Bye.
Amen.